Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to start putting some embellishments in my page kits. Now one thing that I grabbed is I bought this. It's like a wholesale plus place that we have here in my city, but you can get these on Amazon. I have them linked in the Amazon link down below. And this comes with 100 bags. They're 13 inches by 15.6 inches and they're perfect to put our page kits in, and they're reusable. So yes, you know, maybe it's like 20 some dollars to get you the 100, but then you can use them over and over and over them again. I've had some that I've had for like 10 years, and you know, they even started getting holes and stuff. Well, that's the point, to, you know, get rid of them, but they last a long time. You can reuse them, not just once. So I have a big box of those right there. I have all those embellishments that I separated in the last video, including everything that was in there. The only thing I put in there is those 3x4 cards. And then I'm also going to put in those frames because they're too big to fit in there. And so I'll have those always, I'll have it right here. Everything, I don't have to go through container after container. It's all there. It's all divided by color. One thing that I forgot to mention when I was separating this, the great thing about this is one of my organization videos that I'm going to start doing probably next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to go through and I'm going to take all the embellishments that are not in packages, so not new embellishments, but embellishments that are like this. And believe me, when you see, you know, I have quite a few of those that I used for classes or whatever, and they're still in the containers. Well, I'm going to start dividing them by color. And like this one is all pink. Like I've already started. I just need to go through some stuff, like organize my room and make sure that everything is in these containers. I'm going to make some labels. I'm going to call them, you know, pink or whatever the color. I might need 2 pinks because this one is already full. But by doing this, you know, as before I'm making the page kits, when I'm going to be done with this set of making page kits, I can just grab whatever's in here and put it in the pink container. So that's going to save me some time on sort of like the back end of this, like at the end. But enough chit-chatting. Let's get right into starting making some page, or adding some embellishments to the page kits. Now I'll try to do maybe 5 of them because I want to do it real time, because I want to not all 30 page kits. I'm going to do it real time because that would, you know, that'd be, I'm sure this is going to be over 30 minutes just for the 10 pages. Normally I say it's about 10 minutes per page is what I give myself. So 5 pages, it could be 50 minutes. Although ever since I started doing it this way, where I divide my embellishments by color, I've noticed that it has cut down on my time for sure. Now see, when this is so full that when I moved, everything fell over. But here's the yellow. This kind of has yellowish, orangish tinge, so I can go either or. I like those 2 hearts. Let's just use them up. And actually, if I can find some in here, we'll add a few more. Now, I've had a few people ask me, like, where did you get those hearts? Well, at first, I got them on Simon Says Stamp, and they're Illustrated Faith. But then there was one time, it was a peachy cheap deal, and you got like 5 packages for like $9.99. I was like, yes, please, and thank you. So I got, because I've been using them all the time. So okay, so this here, it says coffee date, and I'm going on Monday. I have 2 cards here. I'm going on Monday to see my friend, and it's a coffee date. So I'll make sure that we take a selfie, because then I'll have something for this. Okay. Oh, friends. Awesome. She's a very busy lady, and I'm busy, so it's no excuse though, right? You gotta make time for your friends. So it's like, I sent her a text yesterday. I'm like, because she works away a lot, and it was like, okay, well, maybe we can carve an hour. Let's see if we can carve an hour. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. And of course, I don't want to go like this and just take all the yellow and put it, because I'll probably have some more yellow. So I want to kind of spread it out. I can use that thankful, because I'm thankful for my friends. There we go. All right. And I don't need too much stuff. There's quite a bit of stuff there already. Maybe that's another thing. I gotta make sure I have my container of flares a little closer. Like I have this container, and then I have them somewhere else too, because I was trying to move them over. But I need to vary the embellishments that I use too. Oh, kind of like that. It's kind of cool. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh, I like that arrow. And it's the same yellow. Okay. I don't think I want 3, just because they're so big. As long as I have another round element somewhere else, I think we'll be good. Okay, so I'll make sure to keep that close so that I can, you know, reach for it. So I think I'm going to call this good. And one thing that I do is I make sure that I have stuff that I can use as my embellishment foundation, and then stuff to go over top. And, you know, more than one thing for embellishment foundation too, because I like to really make it full, my cluster. But that's good. Now, at this point, I don't put anything else in there than that, because I don't know in which order. And what I mean by that is, if I go to a crop, what I'll do is I'll name these like page kit 1, page kit 2 to page kit 30. And then when I go to the crop, before I go, I'll journal about, because I choose the pictures. If it's just for at home, I can leave it like that. And then when I'm ready to do it, I look, oh yeah, I said that. I print the photo and I do it. But when I go to a crop, I print the photo first. And then I put them in there. I do the journaling. I keep the journaling all together. And when I get at the crop, page kit 1, I know, okay, page kit 1, that's the journaling. Because when I'm at the crop, you know, you're chit-chatting, you're having fun. I just can't, I can't think. Like, I can't sit there and go, oh yes, this is what I wanted to say for that journaling. Nope. Can't think at all. Just because there's so much going on. So having, I kind of like that. That is a little embellishment that we had put together during one of my Facebook Lives. So I kind of like that. I'm going to use that. So now I'm going to try and take as many blue things as I possibly can. So like I said, for today, I'm going to do possibly 5 pages, and we'll do it real time. And then the rest of, oh, I love those. The rest of the page kits, it'll probably be just fast forward, and I'll do voiceovers and just talk about, you know, different things about kits and all that stuff. Let me see. Thumbs up. Like it. Another thing I tried to do too, and I didn't do in the last one, is to put some enamel dots. There's not much there. There's a couple missing, but it's all good. Another thing that was in that container, there was some wood veneer, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to make sure that I use wood veneers. So I have this right here, little tower, and so it made me think to just kind of bring that a little closer to me and keep it in mind. I really like the little potty people too. I used to use them all the time, and even though I've transferred them, oh, it's not going on properly. Even though I transferred them into this, onto my desk, and the ones in here are the ones that I would use more often. So there's like chevrons, cameras, stars, hearts, birds, and people. And I put right there, right in front of me. I forget about them, even though they're right there. So just going through my stuff yesterday, and I was like, oh, yes, I gotta use more wood veneer. So that's two things that I've, thought of, like, oh, you need to use more flares, and you need to use more wood veneer. So where this one, I have wood veneer, I'm not going to add flares. So I'll try to add one or the other in each of the page kits. Okay, so I'm looking, I have a ton of stuff as an embellishment foundation. This one is pretty much done. I love those. Usually all I do is I'll put it somewhere, add a few, like a little bird, a few enameled dots, and we're ready to go. So I'm loving that. Loving that. Okay, so that's page kit number 2. Just gotta get one of these. And I love that a lot of my page kits this time, I ended up using a lot of the scraps. Not only scrap pattern papers, but scraps, embellishments. Even though they're not cut up and everything, it was still sort of a scrap because they were in this plastic bag, and unless I went digging in that plastic bag, they were almost forgotten. So it's good to bring back some of the stuff that you're like, okay, it was sort of forgotten, but I need to use it. Kind of giving it a second chance. I like that. That was right in here. I think there was another one of those. So maybe it'd be cute, I think, if there was 3. I hope there's another one, and you could put a little sliver of pattern paper and make it so that it's like an embellishment cluster right there. Oh, now I want to find a third one. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the page, but I kind of like that idea. Catching rays. The color of pink is just the perfect pink. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm loving that I don't have to go through, a bunch of stuff. It's like, oh, I need pink. There is pink. There's another one that I did, an embellishment. And it's got some gray and it's got some pink. I'm liking that. And it coordinates with this too. So I'm going to put that in there. I just want to find one of those little tags. I can probably make it work with 2, but I think 3 would be so cute. And I have no idea that, these are all leftovers, so I don't even know if there was 3 to begin with. So I'm just going to quickly look through here. These are just pattern papers that were punched out, but great for embellishment foundation. So we're going to stick that right in there. Same with these. There's only 3, but maybe I can find more. Same with these hearts. Doesn't mean I'm going to use all of them, but giving myself options. Okay. Come on, little tag. funny when I get something in my head, it's like, oh, I want that. We always tease our kids that, you know, that they're in the generation that, oh, instant gratification, you know, like before, if you wanted, for example, if you wanted a game, you had to order the game and you had to wait for the game for a long time, like especially, you know, where we are. Sometimes it's like, it could have been 2 weeks, but now it's like, oh, I want that game. Let me download it. And it takes like an hour, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's taking an hour. It's like, an hour? That's not bad. But, and I catch myself too sometimes, you know, it's not just because everything is so like instant gratification. It's like, oh, okay, if I ordered something on Amazon and it said that it was Prime and it's not here in 2 days, and it's like, but you said it was Prime. I don't actually email them. I just think that in my head, right? But it was supposed to be Prime. Why don't I have it yet? What do you mean it's going to take 4 days? But the stuff, like I ordered stuff from Simon Says Stamp, and I know, like I still don't have my package. I ordered it for Black Friday, so that was 3 weeks ago, and I still don't have it. And I'm like, yeah, that's just the way it is. Okay, I don't think there's a third little... Oh, well. I'll figure something out with those two. I'll figure something out. Okay, so that's page number 3. I don't want to waste too much time on that. That's page number 3, and I don't know what I'm going to do for it. You know what I do is when I'm ready to take that page, if I don't get this ready for a crop, which I don't think I have a crop till March. If I don't take this to a crop and I just do it here, I don't worry about the photos because I can just print them whenever. And then when I'm ready, I take that page kit out. I look and I go, oh, this is what's on there as far as embellishments and colors. And it makes me think of a layout always. I've never, not once, went, ugh, I don't think I can use that page. Like, I've always ended up using the page. And a lot of times I go, oh my goodness, it's like it was meant to be. You know, like it's like I chose those specific embellishments or colors for those pictures. Like it always seems to, snowflake, no, because this says vacation. So yeah, I'm not going to push my luck. Okay. What about this? No, what about this snapshot? I'll take the snapshot out. That's cool. Okay. There's not a lot of stuff there. Now, let's get some... Do I want this or this? I almost have to hide one because I think this one goes better. So this one is not a full one, so I'll take this one because it's a full one. That is another thing that I have been using up is my enamel dots. I've been using them up really well. I don't know if I have purple in here. So instead, I'm going to take little potty girls because that says vacation. So I'll probably do something about our cruise last year or our New York trip. And it was a girl trip, so I'll use a couple or a few potty girls. I'll put 3 different sizes And then if I have to go back for another size, I will. Like, it doesn't bother me, but it'll remind me that I want it potty girls. Okay. This is the wrong purple. Okay, so I was just looking because there's not a lot of embellishment foundation. So these are the viewfinders that I said that we had done one color for the Scrapathon class, and we give it to them for free. But we ended up making, you know, a ton of different colors. So I'm just looking to see if there's any like purplish ones in here. Because I, for the life of me, can't remember. Oh yes, look. Those. Is there any other ones? There's the light ones. Okay, how about if I cut... I think I have a punch that will fit that. Let me go find the punch. Pretty sure. Is it this one? Yeah, so it's 1 3/4. Okay, so someone just called, so it stops the recording. So I know these are 1 3/4. And these I just got printed at my local print shop. I could have printed them here, but it's like, I can't even remember, but it wasn't a lot. Like, it was maybe 50 cents a sheet or something. And then we got some that were close to 2 inches, I think. We did 2 different sizes. Yeah, these are 2 inches. See, these, my printer was running out of ink. I kind of still going to hold on to them. And that's, you know, we're figuring out how to get them all in one sheet and all this stuff. So I have a lot of the sort of the remnants, but all those, and even those I can use, because you can cut this in half this way and put these under your embellishment cluster. But I want it all different colors, and that I can print them whenever I want, because I love using viewfinders in my embellishment cluster. So that's what I meant. That's going to be up in my shop very soon, probably beginning of January, so that you can download the file and then you can just print them over and over again as many times as you need. Okay. Did I have, okay, so I have 3. Now I'd like something horizontal. So that's the kind of stuff that I think about when I'm putting my page kits together. Okay, now I have something round. I want something horizontal. Some of the papers do have some of that pink, so I'm going to put those 2 in there, and that'll give me a different perspective. And then with the rest of the stuff, that's going to be good enough. So that's page number 3. Have to make sure that I push play again. Got a few interruptions this morning. There we go. So tell me, are you ready for Christmas? If you celebrate Christmas, are you ready for Christmas? Oh, my Lanta. We were doing really good the very beginning of November, and then just a whole bunch of stuff happened, and I was just, oh my goodness, I was not in the mood. I said a few times to my husband, I just want to cancel Christmas. He's like, we can't cancel Christmas. I know, but I just want to. So it's starting to get better there. So, you know, today's what are we today? The 19th. And I might be starting to get the Christmas bug. And I think what helped a little bit is I was doing December, you know, I'm doing December daily. So that is definitely helping so that I was not a total humbug. Because I totally am. And it's funny because the book I'm reading right now is The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I literally just started it. Like, she just is meeting the first Christmas past ghost. And it's a retelling of Scrooge. And I'm like, yep, I totally need that story right now. Definitely need that story right now. So it's the perfect story for me to read right now. So yesterday, I think I read like 10 pages, like literally just started it. So today or tonight, when I go to bed, I'll try to read 50 pages or so. I am 3 books away from hitting my goal this year of 100. So I'm like, I gotta do it. Oh, that's cute. That's gotta go with my December daily. That's going in there right now. I have my container right there. It's like, yes, I am totally going to be using that. Love those. Okay, I'm glad I went through these and saw that. Okay, so that's good. Again, no idea what I'm going to make with this, but there's quite a bit of red stuff. And actually, let me see if I have any red. Viewfinders. I don't know if I do or not. Let's see. I think that's the reddest. I'll have to get them to make me like a rainbow color, like bright, bright, bright. Like a true red. I'd like to have a true red. Yeah, there's a dark, dark. Well, that wouldn't be too bad. The dark, dark one. What am I doing? I have to do that so that my punch can get in there. Yeah, that deep red, that's kind of, it's adding a different dimension to the layout. So my husband and my son went to town, and I thought, oh, perfect time, because my husband is off till the new year. He had, I don't know how many vacation days left, and if they don't use them before the end of the year, they lose them. Like, they don't roll over, so he has to take them. And it's like that every year. It's like, no, I can't take any vacation. No, I can't take any vacation. And then at the end of the year, it's like, okay, well, now I have to. Which he doesn't mind, because then around Christmas, it gives us a little extra time for, you know, stuff. I'm going to put an owl in there. Okay, so one more kit, and then we'll call it good for today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, since I have these close, I want to try and find, ooh, look at that pink. Right. Oh, but that pink is the perfect pink. Yeah. Okay. And I'm only taking 2 because I cut those in half anyway. So we have a few gifts left to wrap, a few gifts left to purchase, and then wrap them. We're going to do that this weekend. We're going to my mom's on the 24th. So I want to make sure that everything's done before the 24th, which it shouldn't be a problem because, like I said, he's off. Although this weekend, What a crazy weekend again. It's going to be another crazy hockey weekend. Mason has hockey tonight. He has hockey Friday night. He has hockey Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Then he has hockey Sunday morning. And then he has hockey at 2:30 in the afternoon and at, oh, that's cool. Do I have more of this color? Could I cut that in 3 and use it? Oh, I'll just stick with that one. There's not enough. So at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then at 4. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's an in-class, because they have a big tournament right after Christmas. And at his age, they don't do, if you know a little bit about hockey, you know, when they drop the puck, they look like a hive of bees. They're all there. Well, this tournament here, it's more like AAA, like they're prepping them for AAA. So you have to start, like you have to have a position, and then there's going to be icing, there's going to be offside, all that stuff. And these kids have never played that way. So that's why they're going in class on Sunday. We know it's going to be a gong show, but still and then they have an ice time so that they can practice what they learned in the classroom. I think it's going to be so cute. His last tournament, I didn't take hardly any videos. And this time, I'm going to make sure to take videos when he goes on the ice. Last year, I was doing video, like filming almost every time. But I find when you're filming all the time, then you're watching it through your camera. And it's, at the time, it's not the same, right? It's like, oh, I wish I would have watched it. Kind of watched it live. But then it's nice to have that video to see the improvement of the kids, right? It's kind of neat. Okay, so this is going to be the last one. So what day are we today? Thursday. So tomorrow it'll probably be December daily, because I did 2 days of this. I don't know, I'm just loving doing this right now. So I just want to get all the pages done. But I got to work on my December daily. Let's put that in there too. Probably, again, 2 or 3 days put together. And then I'm going to go all weekend because I am off. I was supposed to be off till January 12th, but I took an extra shift in the transfer room because somebody wanted a day off. So that's the only time they're going to be offering shifts in there, is if somebody wants a day off. So I got the shift. So I'll work on January 2nd, and then I don't work till January 12th, which is fine. I'm okay with that. One shift is not bad, especially in there. It's like it goes by so quickly, and then it's like, oh, the day's done. Okay. I don't mind at all. Okay, that's a nice little big pile. All right, so I'm going to end it right here. I'm just going to put that in a baggie, and very shortly, probably Saturday, we'll be putting another probably 5 to 10 pages, because if I speed it up, then with the voiceover I can probably do more. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.